from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. As it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on their in-state rivals to the south, the Miami Dolphins. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This is Bashir Tootin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Go, go! Go, go! 11, 11. Take right open, open.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. You talk about this Miami defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's try to get to that number 1 spot.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And the Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go!
Achane here, they stay on the ground. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Dolphins are 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division.
Devon Achane with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Dolphins 7, Jaguars 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, look at the juke. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Yeah, running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 2nd down and 8. Lawrence. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Gator Kohu there defensively.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
On the red.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
11.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Here's a 24.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And the cosign review, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
You look at this Jaguar defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there. The Dolphins have a 1st down. Oh, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. To try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Jaguars nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Dances by at the 20. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Red on red.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Touchdown! Brian Thomas with career touchdown number 60. And the Jags have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And some space here. There he goes again. He may go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's It's now 21-7. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the bet.
This is intercepted. Marshall now, the return. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching on yardage against them.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4, no further.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd.
Go, let's go. Take right open. Here we go.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. He'll try and do this himself. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Gets past one man. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
60 Bison.
First down, back to Achane. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Achane. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here is 3rd and 5. They'll drop the throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Right back to Achane on second down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 230 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Taken down at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it with Achane. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And the Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 20.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Up the middle, Achane. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
39-yard line.
On first down, they'll stay with Wright on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll go right back to Wright. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Wright. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
At the 46-yard line.
A give up the middle to Wright. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well lined to the left, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
From midfield now, Lawrence targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
Rip, 23, 11, tomatoes.
Now a handoff working right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Go, go. Safe right. Go, go, let's go.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Route 13 loop. Go, go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. On 1st down, they'll start out with Wright. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go now. Let's go.
On the handoff, it's Achane. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll work the middle here with Wright. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was, and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
As we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. 55 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they'll give this to Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are on their way to a 2-0 start. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. Completes it to Douglas. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Come on. Set. 19, Tiger.
Achane on 1st and 10.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Lisa 24. Pincher. Jack.
Now Lawrence. Looking long for Thomas. He's got it at the 15. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance.
Hey, easy, Ralph.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a run from Achane.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. This is Achane.
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
It's now 3rd and 10.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That one caught by Rice. And he will hustle out of bounds. That stops the clock. But, boy, that's just a very minimal gain. And also, keep in mind, it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's 1st and 10.
13, Luke. Luke. All right, let's go. Hey, Soko. Hot. Here we go.
Throwing now, Lawrence. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's taking a big risk at this late stage. They're not thinking field goal, though. They wanted to leave no doubt on that one. So they took the shot at the end zone, but it winds up incomplete.
Red on red. Go. Hey, Soko.
Here's Lawrence. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Lawrence. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. That one behind his receiver and incomplete. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
Now, that was an excellent return to start overtime. So do they get crazy and attack the end zone and try and get the 6 points to end the game? Or do you just play it to where you kick the field goal and put the game in the hands of your defense?
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, hunt, this is hunt. Hey, kill, 11, Agate. Sink right. Hey, I'm gun. 11. Silver.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 46 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
Go, let's go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And he's got it down to the 28. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. That is caught. Touchdown. They strike first here in overtime.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. Still going. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And this will be called as they convert here for 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. But Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play.